September brings us with Venus in Leo stationing direct and Jupiter in Taurus stationing retrograde, both at the beginning of the month. And towards the middle and the end of the month, we're going to have the sun entering Libra, and then we're going to have a full moon in Aries. Both of these events are going to be activating the Aries Libra nodes in your birth chart. So hi and welcome back. I am your astrologer, Patricia Tate, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. To get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. And if you are returning, thank you for all the likes and comments because I greatly appreciate you. So this is your September 2023 astrology forecast. So for Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, on September 3rd, we're going to have Venus stationing direct. Now, Venus has been in your third house of the way that you communicate, the way that you travel. It's your writing and journaling. It's your neighbors. It's your siblings. It's people and places and things that are very close to your home. And going retrograde, she had you going back over that area of your life for some things that you needed to adjust, maybe ways that you communicated. So now that she's stationing direct, now you can start to sort out these issues that have come up over the last month. And maybe you can find these more inspirational and creative ways to solve some things or to move forward because something has been lacking or something has been missing. Whenever a planet stations retrograde, it gives us an opportunity. I don't look at it as a hard. I look at it as a lesson of what area of my life am I now working on in order to improve or to do better. And so now that you've identified this has been lacking, this has been missing, this is what I need to do in order to move forward and be better at either communicating or with people that are around me or with schooling or anything that has to do with siblings or cousins or neighbors. Now you're going to have the energy to get back and start again, to have more energy to move forward with. And then on September 4th, the very next day, so on September 4th, we are going to notice that Jupiter is stationing retrograde. Now, Jupiter is in your 12th house. This has been activated by the nodes for you for the last year and a half. We had the north and the south node here. Your north node was in your 12th house with Uranus and totally wreaking havoc on forcing you to change, forcing you to go within, forcing you to rely on your dreams, your intuition, to sit in one place and to make something that's a little bit more sustainable. And so then when Jupiter came into Taurus, it said, you've done the work. I'm going to make this more readily available. I'm going to offer you people and places and things to help support you on this journey. It probably had something to do with partnerships and relationships that way. And it probably had something to do with your career or how people have seen you in the outside world. Now, when a planet like Jupiter stations retrograde, it's about taking all the knowledge that you have and taking it within, going within. It will not be a time where you will be seeking outside assistance. You will take all the information that you've gained and say, how do I change that? How do I bring it on in? And how does it change the way that I think, that I feel, that I believe? This is your spirituality, your beliefs. This is the house of, I need to have some solitude to sort and figure some things out because this changed me to my core. Now, whenever we have Jupiter stationing retrograde, and especially in the 12th house, this is going to be an opportunity for you to work out some karma and to get rid of it, to release it, to just cut the ties with it and say, this no longer serves me. I'm ready to move forward with this. In the sign of Taurus, things can be kind of slow and sometimes stubborn. So I'm going to encourage you to be flexible at this time as you feel this energy and take the time to sit, meditate, go within and say what has changed with you, because what's changed with you on the inside is pretty soon going to be coming out on the outside. Next, we have on the 14th, we have a Virgo new moon. I love a Virgo new moon. because it's about being organized and detail oriented and structured and having a plan. So the sun has been illuminating your fourth house of your home, your family, your real estate, anything that has to do with home, genealogy, and anybody that lives within your home. And so it rules over your third house of your neighbors, your siblings. And the moon is about your cash, your property, your self-worth, and your personal resources. And so now, having this new moon here, the new moon is an opportunity for you to say, I now have a plan that I want to move forward. I want to work on the house. I want to work on this property. I want to work on this real estate. I want to do something that's going to improve this area of my life. I'm ready to dive into genealogy. I'm ready to understand more about my past. I want to understand this area of my life. Remember that new moons are an opportunity to just put your new moon intentions out there and to begin this area of your life anew. You're going to want to focus on some things that you're going to want to start quickly and finish that have been stalled for a while. Now, the very next day, we have Mercury also in the same house, stationing direct. This is a godsend, because this is going to help kick off being able to move forward. Mercury stationing direct is everything that you need to finish and get organized again now is going to flow with more ease. Remember that you are ruled by the planet of Mercury. This rules over who you are, how people see you, and you're going to work more efficiently. You will have more of a plan. You will enjoy it more because it will feel like you have been stalled and now I can get organized. It might take a little bit of time because of your work ethic and it's stationing retrograde and now moving forward, but your work ethic is going to come back with flying colors, and you're going to be flying through things that you've had on the back burner, that you were completing other tasks so you can move forward with the new. And then we have, on September 23rd, the sun entering your partnership sector. And so this is important because the sun entering Libra. So we have the nodes here, the south and the north node. They're going to be here for the next year and a half. I have a separate video I've already released on those, that this area of your life is going to go on. It's like, think of it as under construction. Who am I? Who are my partners? Who am I? Who am I in the universe? Who am I? Who am I with my neighbors? It's basically finding a balance between who are you and who are you with other people. Now, the sun in your fifth house, remember that the fifth house has to do with children and art and creativity and music, things that bring joy to you. It could literally be your children or other people's children. It could be music and gambling or affairs or creativity. It's anything. It could be gambling, like literally anything that what brings you joy. Now, we have Venus over here in your third house of communication and things that are going on close to home. So we know that whatever is going on with you will be activating you not really traveling far and wide in order to get these things. The sun in Libra is asking you to find this balance or this fairness during this Libra season so you can spend more time with others. It could be welcoming new people into your social circle, or you searching out new lovers, new people that you want to be creative with. Remember that this is a time of restoring your balance. You're going to want to find peace and harmony, and you're going to want to feel more decisive without chaos. And how do I find that? With the me-we axis, remember that the opposite is in your my hopes, my wishes, my dreams. And moving forward with that, we have the next lunation is on the 29th, and that is a full moon that is going to happen in the sign of Aries. opposite of the sun. So we now have the sun focusing on what do you want to do, and a full moon saying this is an area of your life that you need to take into consideration, some things that you didn't see, some things that are ending. Remember that full moons are illuminated by the sun, but they're also culminations or endings. So there could be some groups that you are like, yeah, I no longer fit in with this one, or the project has ended. Maybe the creative project has ended, or maybe we're just going a different way, or maybe a friendship has moved, your friend has moved away. A full moon here is saying that there's going to come an end, but there's also going to be some new beginnings. It's in the sign of Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars, which is in your 5th house. So you searching out, this is where I want to go. This is who I want to connect with. These people are more aligned with my new hopes, wishes, dreams. There could be an ending or a culmination to some of the things that you set out for yourself, some goals that you set for yourself, and now you've accomplished them. And so now it's time to set these intentions for new ones. Remember that full moons, it's going to be an emotional time, but this is driven by Aries. And so think of it as using this moon to drive your emotions so you can focus exactly on what you are invested in. Use caution that you don't have a short temper, and work to keep yourself busy with what brings you joy and what brings you pleasure. So as always, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. And if you would like an individual reading, you can schedule at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.